Straylining is a fun and effective form of fishing to catch many of our inshore species like snapper, kahawai, trevally and other kinds of fish. Fish and squid baits are the two common forms of bait, cutting the fish into cubes or strips. When fishing the kind of terrain that bigger fish inhabit, you can use larger baits like whole pilchards or mackerel. Depth and current are important factors to consider. Sometimes you have to add a small ball sinker to the line so that the bait sinks at an appropriate rate and doesn't end up too far behind the boat. When setting up your rig, you can set it up with 1 or 2 hooks. The double hook rig is effective for using slightly larger baits, so you can set a hook in the front and back of the bait, especially when using whole fish or longer strip baits. For 2 hook rigs, you can tie both on the line or have the back hook slide up and down. For longer baits, it's best to fix both hooks so that if the fish hits one or the other, you can hook it on the strike. On the sliding hook rig, using a smaller hook at the back can help secure the bait and hook fish that have smaller mouths or hit the front of the bait first. You can also mix up the style of hook here and use a suicide for the keeper hook and a recurve hook for the first hook. For both these rigs, you can use either style of hook. When using a double hook rig, the knot you use to tie both in place is called the snell knot. First, choose a suitable leader. The Black Magic Tough Trace is a good choice because of its abrasion resistance. A leader strength that is double the strength of the main line is a good rule of thumb. Cut off a length of leader 1 to 2 meters long depending on how rocky the area you are fishing is. Push the line through the eye, wrap it around the shank of the hook about 5 times and push it back through the eye. Pull tight and then do the same with the second hook. The trick is to get the right distance between the 2 hooks. Try tying them closer together instead of further apart. When straylining with suicide style hooks and the fish are shy or difficult to hook, it's sometimes a good idea to let the fish run with the bait before striking. If you let the fish run first before striking, make sure you are using large hooks like 7 bar O or larger so smaller fish don't swallow the hook and risk being harmed. Recurve hooks work by sliding into the corner of the fish's mouth with gentle or steady pressure. When fishing with recurve hooks, don't jerk the line, but wind the line in or steadily raise the rod to set the hook. Black Magic have pre-tied rigs all ready to go. They are great to have handy in your tackle box when you can grab them and tie on quickly to get fishing as soon as possible. Lastly, don't forget the burley. Burley can double your chances of catching good fish, and remember to tie your knots carefully. You don't want to lose the big one.